This week, the Batman will release on HBO Max and also be available on digital release. So what better time to give my overall thoughts on the movie and where I think Matt Reeves will go in the future. I don't really want to tiptoe around it. I think this is the best depiction of Batman we've ever had. I also think it's the best Gotham too. I don't think it's the best Batman movie, probably top 3. I think the movie has some pacing issues in the third act, and I'm not sure that the Riddler's followers are established as a credible threat to Batman, which slightly undermines the final action sequence for me. Other than that, I thought the movie was excellent. One of the things that I enjoyed the most about the Batman is that it presents a version of Batman that is wrong about himself, a Batman who is misguided about who he has to be. The reason that is so interesting to me is because I'm very much of the belief that most people start loving Batman when they're an angry teenager. I know I did, which is how Batman is depicted in this movie. The guy is listening to Nirvana in the dark and driving a dirt bike, for God's sake. He's a Batman who isn't really getting much done. A Batman who focuses on petty crime rather than organised crime. Because all Bruce wants to do is purge his pain. The pain that he's carried with him since he was a little boy. Being Batman is almost an act of self-indulgence at this point. Because of that selfishness, Bruce discovers that all he's done is inspire a bunch of knockoffs. The Riddler's followers almost represent what so many Batman fans want Batman to be. A murderous, selfish psychopath. People who believe that their actions are justified because of the bad things that have happened to them.
I think seeing the Batman was probably one of those transcendent moments in his life, an aha moment where you project something onto that figure out there and you see some hidden piece of yourself or something that you want to be. Without the Batman, you would never have the Riddler.
Ultimately, all Bruce has inspired is other selfish people's quest for vengeance. And rather than going for an arc as such, he has something of a revelation. A revelation that all angry teenagers must go through. That they have to come into the light. The Riddler in a way is a natural progression of where Batman could end up, if he continues on the way he does. He would have had nothing left. No good and no hope. It's going to be really interesting to see where this Batman goes in the future. Does he continue his journey into the light? Or will he go further into the dark? Another little thing I love about this movie is how Batman gets totally booty blinded by Catwoman. Every time he gets close to deducing something in the movie, Selina struts by in her sexy boots and Batman just follows her. The scene where Batman interrogates the Penguin in the Iceberg Lounge, he's so close to tracing the origin of the photographs, and then he sees Catwoman and he decides to follow her. He doesn't stop following her until the very last scene in the movie, which comes after he has chosen to pursue the even more romantic notion of saving Gotham City. I think the movie presents Batman in his best form since the animated series, as this tragic, romantic, mythic hero, which is the way I love Batman to be presented. I think it's the way that you get the most out of the character. Another little thing I want to touch on briefly is the Joker. This short scene really impressed me. I liked how they show the Joker as a corrupter and a manipulator. I also like the design choice that the Joker almost be physically rotting, because the Joker is absolutely rotten to his core, and I like the idea that all that evil on the inside is affecting him on the outside. I'm really excited to see where we go from here. I can't wait to see more of this world in the spin-offs and the inevitable sequel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.